Hello and welcome. This is Lightspot Tarot. My name is Tan and I will be reading your cards for you today. And today I started channeling a message about you having a gift and this feeling of amplifying your voice, and there being this thing you are holding on to, hoping that it will change, and it might be time that something has to give in this situation is how I'm feeling. But before I talk too much, I'm going to pull the card and get an energy check for you just to see kind of what your current energy is, and so you can see if this reading is meant for you. Something about being thrown on the streets, I just heard. And then I have joy and jubilation, which I will tastefully cover the illustration a bit. Joy and jubilation. Okay. I have no idea what that has to do with being thrown on the streets, but I didn't get the feeling it was like being homeless, but maybe like, as much as this card is about joy and jubilation, it feels almost more like you're playing a game that you're tired of. And maybe thrown on the streets is like you would rather be on the streets than like dealing with this anymore. It could feel like you are walking a tightrope and you're putting on a charade kind of thing, and it feels like no one really appreciates you in your current energy. Yeah, definitely some frustration and this feeling that you have so much to offer, but maybe others are just too busy, it feels like, to really notice what you're putting out. So if that sounds like you, let's get into it and see what we've got. Let me tell you about the reading I have, actually. So I have the energy check, I have what you have been trying to manifest, and then Spirit wants to give you like a polite reality check about like what is the actual reality of the situation. And I also then have this strong feeling, if that scares you, that Spirit is like, you've got this under control, actually. So I will pull some tarot at that point and ask, what is your power that is your strength right now, and what you are meant to surrender to, and where that will lead you, basically, like what is going to manifest out of that. So let's get into it. So the next thing I'm going to ask is, what are you trying to manifest that Spirit brought you here for today? What is my group trying to manifest? If I can just get one card. Cause and effects. Yeah, so it's like you want something to change so bad and you're putting so much effort into it, and it's just, I think 100% I have detachment at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So you're putting so much effort into trying to make something happen, and this was the feeling I was channeling at the beginning. It's like it is just not working for you, and I think there's something in what specifically like your mindset is, or what you're trying to do, that is like there's like a key factor missing. Like, for example, if you wanted to build a Fortune 500 business, let's say, and you're like, I have the skill, I have the talent, I have the product, or the mindset, or I have a manufacturer, I've got marketing, I got everything, but like your manager who's actually leading the project, like on the ground, is no good, and it's like Spirit's like, you can't move forward with this. Or it could be something like way more fundamental, like you really want to get into like an art school, right? And you're putting everything into getting into that art school, but like Spirit knows something that you don't know. Like they know that school is about to close in a year or something like that, which is kind of extreme, but that's just what came to mind. And so they're like, we're like, this seems like the thing that you need, but we are actually going to pivot you a little bit into something more suitable to you. So I mean, that's already sounds like the reality check, but let's see what if there's any other Anything else they want to say? There we go. There's something. Okay, we got soul family. Yeah. 100%. And answer the call. I think you have soul family is what I'm feeling, actually. You have soul family. Hold on. The initial feeling I got was like you have someone that you're trying to like manifest something with. But it's like you need more people. Or maybe this person is not the right person at the right time. And then we have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? And I think like you just know something's not right. And it could be that like this person who feels like soul family might just be your launching pad for another step. You know, like we don't always have to take every single person with us everywhere we go all the time. Like people could be soul family and be cheering you on from home, or they could be let me see what the specific energy I'm getting is, because I'm tempted to say it's like you want to stay here but you want to go at the same time. It feels like you have everything you need to go, but maybe you're wondering if like what you find out there is going to be as nourishing as what you already have. But I think this person is like almost wants you to go. I'm getting kind of this like mother figure vibe of like, I, again with like the college metaphor, maybe like I raised you, I put food on the table, I made sure you felt loved and supported, and now it's your time to like hatch and fly. Yeah, there might be a little more to that, so like feel free to interpret as you need, but that's more or less what I'm getting. Okay. So with that done, that's the first part of the reading, and we're now going to look at spirits, look at tarot to get spirits advice on what is your power right now, like what is serving you in this time, what is your strength, and what is something you need to surrender to. Because I was actually really inspired by this illustration on the back of the cards. And you see this person who's kind of wrestling this Sphinx-like character, but the Sphinx is also kind of surrendering, and I felt like these are both your energy in a way where you are trying to call some or control something, and you need to surrender as much as you kind of, I don't want to say control, but like you need to balance your energy, so you're surrendering as much as you are acting. Okay, so what is for this collective here? Oh yes, the power. Okay, I have Page of Swords in reverse. I heard they know how to get up, and so this would be like start, like the page is also like starting a new page, right? It's kind of taking that leap of faith of like, I might be a novice, but I think I can do something here. Like I think I have a good idea, and I think like I can be something more than like people have considered me so far, or be like more like be something. Like I know my worth, kind of. There seems like a lot of momentum here. It's almost like you might be in a bit of self-doubt with it being in reverse, and you see like a lot of people kind of like going before you, right? But I have this feeling like they're actually meant to inspire you in some way and like show you what is possible, and like, and also just make sure that you're not comparing yourself, because I think the Page of Swords in reverse can be a little bit insecure, and yeah, especially in like social relationships. So like, anyone you're comparing yourself to, like they are gonna have their own unique journey, and they can show you like, you know, what's possible, but the things that they're doing might only be like 5% like of what you end up doing, or like what is your gift, if that makes sense. Like you take like a drop from every single person that you meet as inspiration or something to learn from. Like you don't need to copy, you should never copy anyone like 100%, that kind of thing. And okay, so that is your power. So this kind of you have a lot of light to share. You have a lot of I feel like kind of the people looking up to you, or like that is your potential. Interesting. I want to see if this specific deck says anything in the booklet. Yeah, this one particularly mentions like gossip. I don't know if this is something that you're breaking free from. I can't quite catch the message. Maybe there's a second card that can clarify this. But I just get this energy of you like breaking free, being inspired, taking flight. Yeah, I have the 9 of Cups. And I'm hearing it won't take long. So I think might be like finding a new group, if this is something that you want in your social life. And this is also, this is a mushroom deck. This card is called the Water Club card. 9s are typically a card of more like solitude, but it's also a card of completion. So finding a place where you feel complete, I think, is the vibe here. And I feel like you are taking like maybe a leap of faith or a journey out of your this like out of a familiar environment with the like, because you believe in yourself and you like bet on yourself. That's the Page of Swords energy. Interesting. Okay. And what is Spirit asking you to surrender to? Hearing your mind. So if there is like kind of negative Nancy behavior or energies around you, definitely don't let those get to you. You are definitely like, I think you see through all that. Okay, we have the Emperor in reverse. So I said at the beginning, like there might be this attempt to control things, and this might be not wanting to separate from that person that I mentioned as well. And the Emperor is like a father figure, right? Like he takes care of people. So maybe this is someone that you're used to caring for, or you kind of like fill some type of role in their life, and you're like, what are they going to do without me? Or yeah, like how can I leave this behind? Or like these people need me, this situation needs me. But I'm getting this feeling of like an oyster, and the oysters make pearls with the like grit that gets caught in them. And that's not just you, but that's also like the people around you. You know, they are also capable of that kind of transformation or strength. So obviously this reading is not about them, so I can't say for sure like, oh, it's gonna be fine. But I think if Spirit is bringing this to your attention, it might be like a little more okay than you know. I'm gonna get one more card asking like what is some advice or some assurance they can give you with that area. 7 of Wands. I feel like I'm sorry. I feel like I felt this energy of like, yippee, like they're gonna be free almost. Not like you are harshing their vibe at all, but like I think it's just like, you know, like they might be like, again, if it's like a parent, they might be like, oh my god, like I didn't realize how badly I wanted the house to myself, or like I can go out with my girlfriends, I can go out with my boyfriends. That's not a thing people say. You know, I can go out with the guys. I can like yeah, the Seven of Wands is interesting because that's usually the card of like making things like there being like conflict. Yeah, I don't know. I get this. It's a bit of an odd card to get for this, but I get this feeling of like it's going to like spark something, like maybe um, a bit more freedom or independence, or like you know you grow with someone for so much for so long, and then uh, maybe they start to blossom because of that growth. But you both need room to like open your petals and expand, right? Okay. Okay, that answered the question. And the last thing I'm gonna ask, wow, this reading went so fast. Um, Very clear message today. Thank you, Spirit. What are you manifesting through this? What is that like down the road energy? Anything else? Heard stop throwing something away. I have the Star, fantastic. And Eight of Wands. Wow, okay, that is huge. Really, really, really positive energy. Let me show you your cards. So the Star, I have this feeling of things being like kind of cold, but you have like a ton of hope. It's like almost like spring is coming. And it's like you held on for so long in this like winter darkness, trusting that spring was going to come again. And you know, the Star is about renewal, it's about hope, it's about healing. And but this is also, I think, kind of like just finding something new, like fresh energy. And with the Eight of Wands, I mean, that's like times are changing, travel, but I get this really kind of like blustery energy where like things just like pick up. I feel like you're going to be right where you need to be. That's the vibe that I'm getting. And so things might change swiftly, or they might just, you might internally with the Star shift very quickly. But I do think, yeah, I think you have like a lot of, like you have this like, this feeling in your gut, like it's time, I'm ready to choose something different. And you have like a lot of, I don't know, you've done a lot like in this area of your life for so long that like maybe it just feels foreign to do something different, and you're wondering like could that really be me? But I really feel like, you know, like it has this like I really feel like you're not going to know who you are until you start taking chances on yourself. Not that you don't know yourself, but like you're not going to know how like what you're capable of until you um like answer the call, like literally. And that's going to bring you, I'm feeling this like bright new day, and it's like this is a world I never thought that I like would ever know existed. I kind of want to know if there's anything else Spirit wants to tell you. It said for your troubles, and we got the King of Cups. What a beautiful card. King of Cups. It's a, this could be a person, like a mentor, or we have a snail, and it's giving kind of like just enjoying your time, enjoying the process, enjoying what it takes. King of Cups in the upright is a very like balanced and emotionally mature card. And I think that could be like the type of people you're going to meet or what they will have to offer you, what the world has to offer you. Which is, yeah. I really have this feeling like it's something that you didn't expect or see for yourself or like know could be real, but Spirit is like, it's real. If this is something that you've longed for, if this is something you have hoped for or like tried to call in, 100% Spirit is like, you already know this in your gut. You already know there is something that you want to achieve or do or change, and it is perfectly okay to like make that decision and choose yourself, choose this situation, choose what you want to be in the world. um and this is fantastic. That's my whole reading for you. Thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It'll really help me out because I am new to not reading but this channel. You can check out my description for more info if you want to know anything about my services or what I'm about. Obviously, there's no pressure. Please continue having a wonderful day whenever this finds you. And goodbye. Take care.